bro?
What's good? You're listening to Culture Quest, where we ask the question, why are we like this? On this podcast, we explore culture, but culture that's specific to us as Bahamians, us as Black people, us as Caribbean people. I'm MCK, and I'm here with the homie from Time, Jay, and our dog Poof is in the spot as well, and we're going to talk all things us. Shout out to Solid Network as always. Today, we're celebrating culture in a big way. Where it's an independence special type thing. You know, three boops, bop, bop, bop. Happy Independence to everybody that celebrates. And as per usual, we like to start the show off with some, show and prove.
Proof. I think you should start it off. Hold on.
Ah, boy.
You really got more left in your show and proof thing? Proof?
In my arsenal. Locked and loaded, bro.
That's crazy.
Locked and loaded.
That's it. That's it.
So,
That's it.
y'all ever at the bar coconut with your teeth, but
You make me sick, boy.
but you
Nigga, what?
I mean, you've never barked a coconut with your teeth.
Stop.
Man, like how you just casually like y'all never no nigga.
No.
Like, bro, I mean, I grew up on the island, right? Cutlasses used to be, I mean, everywhere, a dime a dozen, but I mean, grandma ain't gonna let me mess with the cutlass, so I climb the tree, I use my teeth, boom, coconut water.
But there's so many things. I have so much questions about that, but
Right.
Coconut
No.
wow.
Yeah, but my jaw strong, boy. My jaw strong, boy.
Pause. But that's crazy though. Like you literally could win the Bahamian Nigga Olympics. But anyway, go ahead, Jay. What you got?
Facts. I don't want to say mine, so I go on to say like I still buy 10 shots for independence. So like like how you have the 10 shot, you gotta shake it.
Yeah.
It's iconic, boy.
Like I still do that for independence, but
From Fireworks Unlimited.
yeah. Jeez.
Shout out Fireworks Unlimited. I know that paper. Hey, right now, hey. I wish I had a firework company. But anyway, shout out to y'all. Y'all, I know y'all just make y'all entire profit off this day and Halloween. That's a good one. That's a good one, Jay. So I guess I want to say my Bahamian stat. I wrote it down and I can't find it now. I legit can't find this stat. Well, as I said, I gotta go with a different one. But yeah, I only feel safe with bars on my window. You know what I mean? You ever see them super nice aesthetic large windows and them nice houses? Yeah, no, I can need bars on my joints. You ever had a crackhead take a shower in your house, boy?
Prisoner. What?
You never had a shower? Had a crackhead take a shower in your house?
Ain't he was related to y'all?
No. That's different crackhead. We have like someone breaking our house before, and they took a shower. They had a snack. Like, good to see like a half-eaten banana on it. I was so violated, but we had to throw all the toothbrush and thing away. So anyway, I have trauma. I need bars on my windows. That was in the Independence when I had blind, but that's my behemoth start of the day.
It sounds like a very traumatic experience.
Yeah. Shout out to Obama Police Force. They never find them, but So today's episode, yeah, you looking at every baser who walk the street dead clothes. Like, hold on.
That's you?
But I look like
They my jeans, bro. That's definitely my Tommy Sports shirt. But
Tommy Sports, that's it.
Anyway, so today's episode is brought to you by the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Please put put respect on the name. It's not Bahamas. It's the Bahamas. It's the Bahamas. Get it right. Get left.
Let them know.
But yeah, today we just appreciating the freedoms that we have as a people. We're gonna play some games and hopefully check out some deep cut stuff. But really just reflecting and appreciating independence and what it means to be, Bahamian today. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man. Happy Independence Day from the Beys.
From the Beys, and happy independence. What y'all like favorite independence pastime is?
I used to like the tattoo, right? I used to like going out there and fluffing in the crowd. But then I get older and I start hating people, so I don't like the crowd as much. But yeah,
Uh,
that was my own. Yeah,
Fox. Fox. All I need is a cold colic, one big cup of conch salad, and a domino table. That's it.
that's
that's
it.
that's
Straight.
that's what it be. I didn't like
That's it.
independence. Like before I get to be really patriotic, I didn't like independence because it was a day off from school. Like legit.
For sure. That's the first thing.
Like what? It's a day off from school or work. Count me in, man. But then as you get it, it's like okay, I ne- I never gone to the tattoo when I was young like that.
No,
Never go to the tattoo, and we haven't even like knowledge on why they call it the tattoo.
hey, see,
That's a good question.
I
But don't,
that's
don't,
the
don't
thing
let me
right
stop
there.
you. Wait, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, see, back in Black Bear them day, they used to. I have no idea. So someone educate us why it's called a tattoo. I'm pretty sure it ain't spelled the same as like tattoo
Mhm.
that you get on your skin. I'm not 100%, but I don't think it's the same pronunciation, but I don't think it's the same spelling. So yeah, y'all, some scholar out there, let us know why they call it the tattoo. Um, but yeah, that's actually gonna be my first question. Like, what's your favorite thing about independence? Besides the day off. Um, but the day off definitely come way up here.
That's it.
Let independent die for our sins so we can have that day off. So we definitely shout out Pink.
Shadow
Uh,
Bing.
so yeah, my first question though
May,
is
may so be.
man, so rest in peace. Yeah, my first question is what is a baby born in? And why is it happening every independence?
We independence morning.
Um, that is a very tough question. Anybody want to give it a try before I expound on that?
I mean, for me, like,
I think you the
when I
first
hear
person
it,
to take a shot at that, bro.
yeah, you, I think you got that. But when I hear a baby born in, first
Mm.
of all, I just wonder, like, I would love to be in the studio when they're writing it. I swear to you, like, that might make my entire life. I want to be in the studio when they're like a baby spurt, no, like a babe, no, like a
Baby
baby
delivery.
born in.
Yeah.
And I just imagine the producer, like, what did you just say? Like a baby born in? That's it. Get on
Fire.
that track
Fire.
Mm.
immediately. But anyway, I don't know. Like, do you have any insight into that?
So you got to understand that is the birth of the nation that we know today. That's the beginning of the Bahamas as we move away from that colonialism and that hierarchy that is the Queen of Westmont. So our independence is basically us being born into our own country, being able to grow and develop as the nation that we know now. 242 to the world, CYC. So that's why the idea
Mhm.
was a baby morning, a new thing. So yeah,
Oh,
that's,
thank
that's it. We need to make this a recurring segment. Let me educate the people. I'll really tell them like what is be going on.
no, yeah, I think
Well,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, but proof what you was gonna say.
we call a segment Bohemian History with the Right Honorable Jay Johnson. That's a
Yeah,
new segment.
we can make
I
that
like that.
something.
See that we born in loan ideas and then still so
Independence morning, still getting born
every day. All right, so I have a couple independence fun facts here. The first fun fact, you may or may not know this. We one of the few countries to gain independence without war. All right, so the Bahamas peacefully gained independence from Britain through diplomatic negotiations. No shots fired. We
in.
just sort of navigated that without busting shots. Um, so that's pretty interesting. Obviously, a lot of countries had to fight for their freedom. Sometimes it's, shed blood. Ours was more diplomatic. I think we all know that, but I think that's a pretty interesting fact when you think about.
Unpopular opinion. I
Yeah,
don't even
go
think
ahead.
we would have bust shots if we could. Be too passive
You
for
don't
that.
think so?
No, we are passive aggressive people, but we just make noise, but that's about it.
You think so, boy? I
Yes,
don't
bro.
know.
That's about it, baby.
Passive aggressive.
Be passive aggressive, baby. We make noise, but that's about it. You
I
see
think
it every
our
crazy
noise
season,
is a
every
weapon too,
political
though.
season. Yeah, that is only
But
get
you
us
ever
so far.
get like row from your parent to the extent that like you stop doing what you was doing? I feel like that's how Bateman's was row. I was like, hey. Okay, all
Oh
right, we
man,
get it. Right? So it's like you don't want to get row.
it
So
even
much so that you
just
basically
be
chill.
overhearing their voice, but like, all right, fine. If this
Yeah.
can shut you up, I ain't doing it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You think
Well,
with that fact, you think that made us appreciate independence less as opposed to the other nations that had to fight for it?
I think maybe. I want to imagine that if we actually, if your great granddaddy actually died in the Burma riots of Britain, let's say there's a war in Burma, right? Like I feel like obviously there's a compulsion there, or you know what I mean? Like, it's more intense emotions and maybe a sense of patriotism that might be different. But I will say Bahamians really love their country, so it's interesting to think about a version of that would have gone even harder.
Like in 10 times that?
Yeah.
Another unpopular opinion. I think we that fond of our own country, you know. We just
Really?
don't tolerate other people bad mouthing our country.
It's like one of them names that I could
That's
say
an
this. You can't
unpopular
say this.
opinion. Exactly. That's like the black people. We could say the N-word, but others, y'all leave that alone.
No, and then
Yeah.
sometimes it's you don't appreciate what you got until it ain't there. Like until you go away and walk into some place and say morning, and then everybody just walk past and they're like,
Fox. Okay, Fox. I agree with that.
Then you kind of
For
appreciate
sure.
the
Yeah.
hospitality somewhat.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah.
I could vouch for that. That's a thing. Like all the little things, and then you basically realize, like, yo, you don't got no manners, bro. Like you,
Right.
you don't have no brought up to you.
Right.
Like that's you know, it rub you the wrong way.
As simple as like a pod night. Like you might get jet, but you know, like at least a couple of times out of it, someone can say, "Oh, pod
They give
night."
you black. They give you black. Yeah.
And certain places, but they bump you and they ain't care, but
Yeah, certain places you even acknowledge them as like, well, what's the problem? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
acknowledgement is a big thing, I think, for payments, and that ain't standard straight across the board. You know what I mean? You know. So another fun fact: our national anthem was written by a school teacher, Timothy Gibson, humble school teacher, musician, wrote "March on Bahama Land." I think that's pretty interesting too. I think when you start to piece together all the little pieces, it's like we're pretty humble, right? Like we're low key, but like we powerful but low key. Like we didn't have like our most illustrious composer, right? Something that's like, yo, a real dude from the real island, you know, wrote them bars, bro.
And to the one, he was a PE teacher. Like that's just my background. History with Jay. So Timothy Gibson, he was a PE teacher from D Government High School. And he actually schooled in Rumkey all age, where his love for music was passed down to him from his grandmother, playing it on the steel pan and the washing board. And that's where he developed his sense of rhythm.
So and misinformation then.
Pardon me?
So misinformation, just misinformation in the people today on this Independence morning.
You tell a story and you believe it, it's the truth.
The thoughts and views discussed here on Culture Quest are ours alone.
Jay's alone.
But yeah, that's dope though. Like he just was a regular teacher, just like jamming out during lunchtime.
And I have to say, March on Bahama Land slap. I think we don't talk about that enough. But like we probably have top 5 national anthem in the world. Anthems. When they're flicking bum 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 with the horns.
But you can't help but feel patriotic when that.
Yeah, she had a real nigga tail, but not every time.
Can't help it, but like for real.
That is it, yeah, for Drew.
So, yeah, that's a different level.
I'd say top 5 for Drew. I'd say
top 5, bro. I don't think I could think of like 7 or the harder like
national
anthem would go stupid. You know what I mean? Like America, we they have a good national anthem, I'd say, you know. And then I guess obviously there's a bias of the English. Like I can't understand half of other national anthems. So You know,
Facts.
but
Facts.
even arrangement wise, like sonically,
Mm.
like them horns just different, bro. Like they their own thing.
Yeah.
Facts.
Shout
Top
out
five for
CV
sure.
Bond, best bond on the line. GH could argue with your mother. All right, so another fun fact is we became the 31st country to gain independence in the Caribbean. So, other people was already, independence in, but we always take our time. So, we have to people see what's going on. You know what I mean? Suss out the vibe. That's another fun fact. The Caribbean independence movement was already in full swing. So Jamaica got their independence in 62. Trinidad and Tobago 62. Barbados was 66. And then Dominican, St. Lucia, and Grenada is at the 70s. So 73, we was like, okay, cool. The coast is clear.
Yeah.
And we sort of make that blade.
We see how it work out for everybody else. Like they still there. All right, let's do this.
Legit, like who all could be there? So we, but that don't make us followers. We always sort of been like that strategic. Okay, that's what y'all doing. People bet that's what we could do.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty cool too. I think that's a little bit of indicative of us as a people too.
This thing go with sense.
Yeah.
And
then shout out the national motto too. The national motto: forward, upward, onward, together. That's unique to us. That ain't borrowed from any other British or Caribbean motto. We write them bars ourselves. So shout out to everyone who called themselves Beam in the day. The originals.
Shout out to Irvis Bain for the coat of arms.
Yeah, shout out to that guy.
One dime for Irvis. No man, I used to go to church. I used to go to church with the people. Let me see.
That's funny, Dre. Like,
Yeah,
Bahamian people is proud people, but like, that's my cousin, right? Like, who your cousin is? But who do the coat of arms?
Yeah,
and then we gotta be a cousin. I used to live next door to him, man. I was watching him. He bought that needle and thread from me. It's like,
Facts.
Yeah.
I don't believe you, but sure.
I gave him that idea to put the marlin on the left side, not the right side.
Exactly.
That was my idea.
He always like Marlins, I had to tell him to do it the other way, but
I see first he wanted to do on Grouper, but I was like, no man, you gotta do the Marlin.
More majestic, you see.
That's us. So yeah, let's play a quick game, boys. We get through our fun facts, but I want to do this game we call the Bahamian Urge 2, right? So we can list scenarios and we can answer the likely response from a Bahamian, but the answer has to be in the form of, the Bahamian Urge 2. So for example, we see someone outside in cold weather with no coat or time on, that's the Bahamian Urge to ask them
if their head ain't no good.
Their head
Tell
ain't
them
no good.
Go cover your mole.
Exactly. Where they going in this draft, right? So there could be a couple suitable answers for any one of these, but you have to frame it once again as a Bahamian Urge, just like what they call it in Jeopardy. You got to say how do you frame the question in Jeopardy? What is?
What is?
Yeah.
Something, something.
Right. So you frame your answer the Bahamian Urge 2. All right. So I can run us through some scenarios. All right. I guess I can start. Let's start with Jay first. I can do 2 for you and 2 for Proof. So here we go. You see a boy on a motorbike riding through your corner.
The behavior urge to tell him pop it, boy, pop it.
Pop it, you gotta tell him pop it.
12 o'clock, boy.
You gotta, you must instruct that man to pop it. Pause. All right. So that's 1 point for you. Okay, someone doesn't greet you despite being the first time they're seeing you for the day.
The behavior urge to ask him if we sleep together.
100%. That is correct.
Fox.
The Bahamian urge to ask them if we sleep together. All right.
You
You starting off strong. All right, Proof. That's you. All right. You just seeing somebody you haven't seen in a few years. You notice they look a little bit different.
The Bahamian urge to be like, why you get so fat, boy?
There we go. Ding, ding, ding. The Bahamian urge to mention their weight in some way, shape, or form, right? Boy, you get big or you're eating up
Yep.
all the thing. Well, yeah, for sure. You get that one. All right. So your child or younger sibling is visibly upset for something you said no to them for.
The Bohemian urge to ask them if you want me to give you something to cry for.
Absolutely. Do you want something to cry for? Or another suitable answer would have been to fix your face. All right. So why you look like that? Fix your
Yeah.
face, please. Beautiful. It's a tie score. JD's next two for you. Um, oh man, I hate this question had to go to you, but it's appropriate. All right, this one is unfortunate, but the name people used to use to call the name people used to call anyone that was literally Asian.
I got to do it.
You got a pass. You got one pass.
I might be wrong.
Don't be wrong. Do not be wrong. That's the only way you can screw yourself here.
The behavior to call them the Chinese.
No. They have a specific name. We're giving them an actual name. And you know what? Let's skip this one. It's the correct
Move right
answer
along.
was the BM to call them Jackie. All right, so that's unfortunate, but that's the truth. All right, Jay. So we're going with you. All right, someone you know has been sick for a few days. You're gonna make this suggestion to them.
The Bohemian urge to tell them drink some tea and eat some sauce.
Okay. Tea is on the list. It's a little bit lower on the tail, for sure. Proof you want to try?
The Bohemian urge to tell them, go to the beach.
That's the number one answer. Go get that salt water in your system, all right?
Go
Yeah,
get some
that
salt
is
water. Yeah, go to the
Another
beach.
suitable answer would have been, a moringa leaf or some sort of some form
Go
of
drink some
medicine.
Cersei.
So you was there.
Yeah, fever grass that healed so much different
Fever
things.
grass. Yeah, you got AIDS, fever grass, easy. What you were waiting for, right? So, for sure. Now, proof. You just had a very random dream involving a fish.
The Bohemian urge to assume someone pregnant.
Somebody pregnant. Somebody gotta
Someone
be
bigger.
pregnant.
Someone
There's
bigger.
literally no other scientific reason I would dream about a fish.
Nope. Somebody bigger.
Someone pregnant. Might be two people in all. So for sure. So this one, whoever get it first, I guess. You both can answer simultaneously. Let's see what we got. Someone just fell in front of a large crowd of people.
The Bohemian urge to say,
Exactly.
The Bohemian urge to laugh first and ask if you okay later.
Exactly. Those are things that are 98% of the times gonna happen. So that was our first ever the Bohemian Urge 2 game.
Funny as hell.
Beautiful. As you can see, we have our own thing. We have our own culture way of being. So, we got to take that one to the streets, but
for true. We got to do that. The Bohemian Urge 2, yes.
Yeah, I love it. All right, so I'm gonna take us through one more quick game, which is the Let That Dead Independence Edition. That's why you play the music. Independence.
Independence morning, a baby morning.
Yeah.
Let
so
that dead.
We could go back and forth again. All right. So
hold on. Did I say kill the baby?
That's what I say, but
no, we ain't letting
game,
that.
You playing the game, but
y'all dangerous. Okay. Inspecting the Defense Force officers at the tattoo.
I gotta fly, but you keep that.
It's take up so much time.
I guess. Okay.
You keep that, but
keep it.
All right, y'all letting that ride?
That's straight. Just be a little dope sometimes, but that's straight.
All right, that's straight. Cool. All right. Now here we go. That baby morning song.
We got to keep that. That's a classic.
That's straight.
I have to say let the dead be.
Oh, that baby been born in plenty years, bro.
I have to say let the dead.
Well, we can replace it with then.
Wait, Elkin 360, boy.
I know he's gonna say that.
That's the new baby born in, boy.
I ain't gonna lie, I think we might have done.
Shout out Elkin.
Shout out E-Dog.
360, boy.
Yeah, E-Dog. He was charged with 2 times.
You can't have another independence without airing it, right?
Yeah. Matter of fact, you playing that right now somewhere. You hearing that in the
somebody bumping it.
You're hearing that in the background, dog.
That and then the cars as a Bahamian.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, Fox.
That one slap too. So interchange them bad boys. I seen a lot of people drop Bahamian joints now. I think that's the wave.
Hey, if you got any DJs out there or any mixologists out there, hey, y'all do a dub to all 3 of them. Baby Born in, Elkin 360, and Cars. But throw them together, do a mashup. And we're
yeah, baby. That'd be dope. I think Cam the Comfort might have a mix already, but
oh yeah.
Shout out Cam the Comfort. So yeah, okay, moving on to the next one, Tropical Gong Salad.
I vote to let her dead. I sorry. Y'all Dino's whoever. Let it dead. Keep it original or keep it Scotch. But pineapple don't belong pizza, and pineapple and all that don't need to be in Gong Salad, man. Let it dead. It had a run.
Boy, a little bug. We share the same birthday, boy, and you say that it's not red. What a sick chat.
He's a Nassau nigga, but you gotta give him a little grace.
It had its run, but it's more orange juice than lime right now. And I think the wave done gone, man.
Oh, sick, Trey.
I'm gonna lie to you. If I want fruit, I want conch at the same time. That's just me. I need a conch.
So you're trying to tell me you never
fruit mix.
Tropical Scotch either?
I don't really mess with Scotch like that, but we ain't getting to that.
Oh, sick, Trey.
I don't mess with Scotch like that.
Move right along.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get into that today. But all right, pig feet sauce.
Oh,
dead.
Let it dead. Let it dead. Let it dead.
But your ancestors would be disappointed in your
let it dead, boy.
Yeah, I can afford sheepdog now. Let it dead.
Fox. Let it dead, bro.
We evolve as a people.
Let it dead, boy.
Yes,
I don't lie. I might let it dead for real. All right. So blasting music from your car in such a way that everyone could hear your subwoofers from down the street.
I say let it dead.
I kind of torn because not like I live a different life now.
Right.
But I feel
that
like
used to be you.
We can't let certain things go. Like that's our culture. Like that's the problem now. People thieving more cars because they ain't got sets.
Wow. You need to go down to the police.
That's a serious rationale, but
like think about
that's
it.
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life.
That's a crazy rationale.
Wait, like everybody had a set. Where's the last person you know had a set right now? We losing the recipes, bro.
You're losing it. I'm gonna lie. I can need everybody to hear Hemi Bum Damavado as I come in. I need that to happen. I need you to know I'm approaching the facility, and I need you to. Yeah,
exactly. All the windows shaking and things like that.
Your trunk rattling, your plate fall off. Better.
You can't even handle words. You can't even handle words. Just low bass.
Make subwoofers great again, eh?
No, but I like give us like a couple more years of that.
At least another 5.
It dying, man. That's now that's the loss of a dying breed.
Yeah. Rocking Rasta belts. When you in fact not a Rasta.
That been dead.
All right,
I can stay there too. I can stay there too.
Do not resurrect.
I'm mad Rasta belts dead for true. R.I.P. Rasta belts, boy.
Hey, real Bobo Shandy. Hey, but the Rasta said I've been dead. Not afraid.
Boy, Rasta, the first one to kill it.
Been dead, boy. Rasta, I'm rocking letter about now, boy.
Proof it.
No, man.
Our resident Rasta.
They're rocking the letter belts now, boy.
That's crazy, but they come up in life. All right, so warning people about an upcoming police roadblock.
Oh, that's straight.
That's
straight. Keep that.
Give me the heads up.
That's straight.
See what the crime rate what it is.
That's straight. You just drop it in the chat.
I only
Drop
say
it in
keep
all
it.
your chats.
I only say keep it because it encourages camaraderie, encourages togetherness, it encourages people to stick together. Because ain't nothing can make people stick together that flipping where the roadblock is. Everybody
Mass
can be
communication.
together. Let you
One
know
accord.
but police down there.
Wow.
So yeah, it's
One
certain.
accord.
But they
I
say
ain't gonna lie, right?
basketball, the glue guy. We need the glue guy.
But I do
Wow.
it the other day, right? They had a roadblock. I ain't gonna say where, right?
Allegedly, you do that.
I was heading in the opposite direction of the roadblock. And I screwed down my window and I let some random hey, turn around. Hey, don't go that way. I know this person.
Wow.
Like, no lie. I even know the person, but I get a little
And
too
this is
like respect.
this is a analogy. He don't mean that literally. Yeah.
Right.
Metaphorically
speaking.
Yeah.
No, listen.
So yeah, chicken in the bag.
That's straight.
That's straight for everyone.
That's a cultural staple, but
Even in this health conscious era.
That's a cultural staple, but
see, you gotta understand. Back in the day, history with the Right Honorable J. Johnson. Back in the day, certain utensils was too much. Those folding plastic plates, too expensive. So what pioneers like Rosalie's from Rosalie's Takeaway or Keats from Keats Chicken, they had to find ways to package the food so it could be transported to the house. And all they had was paper bags. So of course they had to utilize what they had and put the chicken in the paper bags. Now as time developed, as the economy opened, as Ping, shout out to Ping, R.I.P. Ping, we came across more money. We used the paper and things like progress. And we now see places like Bamboo Shack now evolve where they have folded plates. But we can't omit the struggle and the pioneer and the ingenuity that our forefathers used to feed our people. So no, that's right. Put the chicken in the bag. We just need more chicken.
Hey, shout out to Pepper Pot them and Freeport that's still putting the chicken in the bag. Eh?
Shout out to
This
Pepper
has
Pot.
been misinformation
shout
with
out
Jay Johnson. We cannot verify any of that is true for the record.
It sounds right
It
though.
might be.
It sounds right though.
Hey, that's what the segment needed. It might be. Be like, for real? I know, but it might be.
All right, sure, but might be.
Yeah. So, yeah, we keep chicken in the bag.
That's right, boy.
And this is the last one. This one ain't even just exclusive to Behemoth, but keeping plastic bags in the drawer of Joe's.
Straight. And
Even in this climate.
That's straight, right?
You know what's bugged me is we like,
technically,
you know,
wait. I mean,
the climate.
if you think about it, we saving the environment by recycling the plastic. This ain't no one time. Like we multi-use plastic, bro.
That's true in a way. But the plastic is you know, what they call it, not biodegradable. It take a long time to
my point exactly. It ain't like we one time using this and then dumping it. We keeping it and reusing it until you can't use it no more.
That's my thing. They want us. You want to charge me like a tax to use the bag, so the bags are getting used. You're just making money off it. Big plastic is big paper bag company want us to think. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, go to www.culturequestmerch.com and get some totes. We gonna have some totes out for y'all, so y'all don't have to use them plastic bag no more. That's why we can let that dead. Let that dead. Use the Culture Quest totes.
That's
coming soon.
I don't the tote bag and say plastic bag.
Exactly. Plastic bag. All right. Look out for the Culture Quest totes.
And even can say plastic, you can say plastic.
Plastic bag.
Plastic.
So yeah, that's this first edition of the Independence edition of Let That Dead. You know, big up yourself, eh? All right.
That's it, man.
So yeah, you know, shout out to all Bahamians out there. Shout out to everyone across all the different islands except Freeport, and we just want to say, Freeport ain't play with y'all, man. Y'all know it's love. Shout out to Freeport.
Oh man,
we don't need no more Freeport smoke. We don't after the parking name. Freeport been on. We don't need it.
Y'all drag us for a bit.
Y'all calling names bulky. Y'all I guess we'll allow y'all to be a part of this one. Shout out even Freeport and Maguana and all the places that may or may not be a real place. So shout out to the Bahamas. Shout out to you, everyone listening from across, whatever city you in, big up yourself. We all across the world. So yeah, we just wanted to take the day to acknowledge, forward, onward, upward. And CYC shout outs. So I don't know if y'all have any independent shout outs.
Yeah, you see, I go first. Shout out Port Cake for holding down the signs. Shout out your boy who was selling rat poison on East Street. I feel like he been a real legendary starter. Who else I want to shout out? Shout out Rosalie's Takeaway. Before Bamboo, that was Rosalie's, aka Dirtiest. Shout out Granny's. Granny's Goodiest. We don't know you, but somebody.
One time for Granny's.
I mean, I guess.
One time for Granny's.
All right, that's what I got. Oh yeah, and then shout out Mr. Johnson from TV Battle. Like that's it.
I was just gonna say, what's crazy to me is you literally and shout out no father of the nation. No political figurehead. Oh, yeah, no. Your time is done. Go ahead, bro.
I got two shout outs. I got to pay homage to the big yard. Shout out to Androjo and shout out to all the crab catchers by one time.
I messed with it.
That's one shout out or two shout outs. Like you shout out the whole address and the
Andres big.
Androjo
get it right.
And the crab catchers.
I ain't gonna lie, Androjo and Print go stupid today. Don't say nothing about Andres today, y'all. It goes stupid today. This day and Father's Day.
Fox.
Grab press.
Fox.
You don't have no Andres slander. All right.
Yeah. So somebody to fly us to the grab vest. If you listen to
a live record from Grab Vest might be what the culture needs. So whoever the appropriate grab master, Mr. Grabs, I don't know who would charge it. Hit us up.
Bahamas AR.
I know some folks. We can make some calls for next year.
Listen, let's go.
Let's make
all right,
calls.
guys.
My face good on that side.
I believe you.
Hold on, you ain't got no shout outs? You ain't got no shout outs?
Oh, my shout outs? You know what? I want to shout out the late great Rodney. We would have been, popping champagne today. You know what I mean? So we remember you, remember Dara Miller. We know these days is special. Shout out Dara Asus and Celebina by Michael. You know what I mean? We appreciate you. You know what I mean? Yeah, who I mean, who else is there? I guess we could shout out the politicians that paved the way, I guess. But no, for real, like, obviously, they did that big one, and we have the people to thank for voting in the right people that allowed us to get our in the band. I know BLB, so don't give me that look, but we have to appreciate the contribution. And yeah, man, shout out Bahamas today, Bahamas, all day today and tomorrow.
242 to the Google way.
To the world.
All right, so until next time, we can link.
Yeah, see.
Classy.